Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thanks for clicking on today's video. On today's video guys, I will be telling you guys how I succeeded in correcting my misspelled name on my green card. Remember, for I think like most of my immigration videos or most of the immigration videos I make on this channel, I consistently talk of how my green card had a name error or a misspell. So guys, I corrected that, and today I am going to be sharing how I did that, like the step-by-step process how I did that. And yes guys, stay tuned, and if you have not subscribed, please do me the honor of subscribing, liking, and hitting on that notification bell so whenever I upload a video you will be the first to know. So guys, let's get straight into this video. So in the year in 2019, when I won the TV lottery, after I won the TV lottery, remember I told you guys on this channel that when I went for my interview, I discovered that my name had an error, which I brought it up, but not to a person that could do, not to anybody that was in a position of power to do anything. I brought it up to the security guard, and trust me, he could not really do anything. I would have taken it up to like the person who was doing the interview, but guys, I did not do that, which was a big error on my part, because I had to travel to the state with that name misspell, and I had so many opportunities to change that, but your girl blundered. I did not voice it out. So that is why I always insist that please make sure you check the spelling of your names well, your birth dates well, because guys, it's an error that cost me a lot. So upon arriving on the state, it was mentioned like in one of my jobs that my name didn't correspond with my degrees. My name does not correspond with my job. It does not correspond with my diplomas and all the rest. So I had to correct that. And guys, yes, as I said, I will be breaking down the entire process of how I corrected all that. And please permit me, because like I jotted down some points, so from time to time I will be looking down here. So the first thing to do or to go about how correcting it is to go to the USCIS website. When you go on the website, you're gonna check on like how to correct your name, what forms you need, what case you need to file, and all that. So guys, I did all of that. I went online, I did my research, and I discovered that okay, fine, the form I needed was the I-90 form, and the case I was going to file was to replace green card. So I got the form, I printed out the form. I do not want to fill it online, because most of the times I always feel confident like writing my stuff on paper. Like when I can see the hard copy, it gives me like, I don't know, I just feel comfortable filling out all my forms on the hard copy. And yes, I downloaded the I-90 form and I filled it out. And so when you want to download the form, make sure your form is not expired, because if it is expired, that form will be sent back. So check and make sure that the form you downloaded is the form for that year. So I downloaded that form, I filled it out, and when filling out that form, there is a place there that tells you the name you would like to be called or the name you want to appear on your green card. That is where you write now the correct names on what you want. And yeah, you write the names like the exact order in the way it appears on your birth certificate and the way it appears on your passport. And guys, I also just want to put this out here. When you want to fill out that form, please make sure you have like the instructions by your side, so that each time you're filling the form and you get stuck or something, you can always refer or go back to the instructions to see how to submit, how to fill out that form. There is no way you're going to be able to fill out that form if you don't have the instructions. You need the instructions to be able to fill out the form. So once you've downloaded the form, fill it out with black ink, and yeah, you have to fill it out with black ink. And another thing I also want to mention is you don't keep any space empty. In case it does not apply to you, all you have to do is put an NA. You are not to leave any space open. For anything that does not apply to you, just simply put an NA in the spot that does not apply to you. And also remember that when you're filling out that form, everything on that, like you have to make sure that your information is correct, because as I told you, they're gonna tell you like give you space to put the name on how you want it to appear on your birth, on your green card. So make sure you fill that part correctly. So this section of the video is me telling you guys about the supporting documents you're going to need to be able to file this case. And guys, I just want to throw it in here that as I filed for this case twice, and I'm going to mention that, or the reason why I filed for this case twice, as we get along. But if you have watched to this extent and you have not liked, please do me the honor of liking. So guys, the first document, or the document you're going to need, is you're going to, since you are replacing it and it is an error, you have to send in your original green card, not the photocopy. No, 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 the original green card. You're going to send in a photocopy of your passport. You're going to send in a photocopy of your birth certificate. Those are the documents that you are going to need. But I always say that even after mentioning all these documents, I always like you guys to do your due diligence. Make sure you go online, go to their website and check for the documents that are needed, because this is what I did in 2019. In 2020, yes, I don't know if this is the same thing that is going to apply for this year, but those were the documents I gathered, and those were the documents I submitted. And for the I-90, since the error came from the USCIS part, I was not going to pay anything. Like, my application was free. All I just had to do was like put in my paperwork and put in my form and send all of them together. So after I had gotten all of my documents together, I got everything together. The next thing I did was to put it in an envelope, I seal it, and then I had to send it. So this is, remember earlier I mentioned I had to send it twice, because guys, after filling out everything and going to the mail to send it off, I do not put it on priority mail. And not putting it on priority mail meant that it was going to take about 3 months or 2 months to get there, which was a mistake on my part. Guys, I did not know any better, so I sent it like a regular mail, and it took them 3 months to get to me. 3 months to even send me a receipt that they have received it. So therefore, meaning that within that period, I thought they had not received it. I thought it had got lost in the mail. So I did another one. I applied again, and this time I put in a money order, because somebody told me, oh, I had to put in a money order also. So I did all of that. And guys, do you know the funny part about it? After I had sent the second one now, which I sent on priority mail and it went earlier, they told me they had received it, and so I had to cancel one of them. Yep. And since I sent in that money order, they sent it back to me telling me I don't need no money. I mean, that since the error was on their part, they don't need any money. It is going to be done by them. So that was what I did. I canceled one of the files, one of the I-90s that I had filed for, and then I just had one in the system. So yeah guys, it took them about 3 months to reach me, because I do not send it on priority mail. So that background story is just to let you know that if you are about filling out this form and sending it, or any document in relation to the USCIS, please make sure you do that by priority mail. Don't send it on regular mail. You'll take forever to get to you, and the anxiousness is going to kill you, which was what I did. I sent it on regular mail and it took them forever to get to me. So after sending it, the next thing I did, I mean, after I had received that notice from them, I finally received, after 3 whole months, after doing a second case, I finally received a notice from them that they had received my case, guys. So apparently I had like 2 notice receipts in the mailbox. So as I said, I canceled one. Anyway, so after all of that was done, it took them about 6 months to get back again to me to come in and do my biometrics. So I went in there, they took my fingerprints, they took my snapshot, and then they checked like they did like the correct spelling and the correct order of my names. They checked all of that in, and then they put that in the system. And then once I left, I just got notification that my information in the system has been updated. That stayed on my, it stayed on my it stayed on my account for about 2 months or so, and after that it went in. Now they changed the status now to actively reviewing. So the process of actively reviewing, it took them about a year or so for them to actually even tell me that my green card has been approved. Because guys, I submitted it in December 29th of 2020, and I finally got it. I finally got like the approval mail, or the approval notification, in February of 2023. So it took like quite a period of time for me to be able to get that, guys. Like, it took about, let's just about 3 years or so for me to be able to renew, for me to be able to get like my new green card. That is why I keep insisting that please make sure the spellings of your names are correct. Anyways, so when I got that approval, notification, it took them about 2 days for them to mail my card. So when they mailed my card, I think around I got it, my card around the 14th of February of 2023. And guys, by then I was already frustrated. Like, I had not seen my family for the past 4 years, and I really, really wanted to go home. So you know what? Before then, I'd even gone and taken like a travel pass that come rain comes on, I have to go home. And yes, guys, when it came in, I was extremely happy because even though I already had the pass, because I already paid my ticket, my flight ticket, and everything, that come rain comes on, I'm going home. So that came in around a time when I really needed it, because it came in February and I was traveling home. I was traveling home in May that year. So yes, guys, it came at a time when I needed it. So somehow God has his way of doing things. In the summary, I think I have touched almost everything. I've talked about the time frame. So just put in your mind that if you are to renew your green card, it takes about roughly about a period of, let's just say, 2 to 3 years. Yes, guys, it is that long. So not to even fall into that kind of that, not to fall into that, please make sure you check your name. That's why I keep insisting on this channel. I cannot overemphasize it, guys. Please make sure you check your names, your date of birth, as you're filling out your forms, to make sure that everything is correct. So this is just like the background story of how I corrected mine, and the fact that I have already made this mistake. I don't want you guys to make that mistake too. So if you want a div lottery and you're filling out your forms, please make sure you follow you follow the instructions, and make sure all your name is clearly printed out and it is in the correct format. So yes, guys, that's what I had on. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. And in case of any questions, remember to ask down in the comment section, and please do leave like a thumbs up on my video. Thank you guys so much, and see you all on my next one. Bye.